It's exclusive. I say it, exclusive interview
Yeah.
with DJ Grandmaster Scratch, man, from Richmond, California. What's going on, man?
Yes, sir. All right, all right. How you doing, Lex?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Thank you for taking the time speaking with me, man, about what I'm saying. What I know you got a lot on your plate to talk about. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most
Yeah. So
definitely.
so let's get right into it, man. For those that don't know who you are or even why what's going on and why we're jumping on live, let's introduce yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Let the world who know who you are.
Yeah, yeah. I'm DJ Grandmaster Scratch. I'm Hilltop Richmond,
Yep.
representing HTP, my Hilltop Posse crew. You know what I mean? Started out in
Yeah.
the early 80s, 86, 85, 84, back in the days, trying to be like Run DMC. Me and my
Okay.
homeboy Chili D, my homeboy E Baby. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's where it all started
Okay.
out. HTP Productions,
HTP.
Hilltop Posse, straight out of
Man,
Richmond.
that's
Hilltop to be
crazy.
exact.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
that's
Um,
where it all started at.
where it all started at, man. And
Yeah.
how so were you always a DJ or did you start like writing and producing? What was it? How did it start off for you?
Well, basically, I started off, DJing when I was like 12 years old,
Okay.
messing around with a tape deck, that I got for Christmas, a little Fisher tape deck with the speakers that came off. It had like a little 1/8 inch jack. I
Yep.
came out of that and hooked my turntable up to it. And I started mixing,
Yeah.
little realistic turntable with a tape deck. You know what I mean? That's where it all started out.
Oh,
And then I
the classic.
evolved to, getting two turntables and a realistic mixer and, just kept evolving from there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's where it started at though.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Wow, man. That's deep right there. Okay, so then
Yeah.
that's when how did you get hooked up with the HTP?
Well, like I said, we some of the first records that we bought trying to be DJs and like all the people we admired was some of
Yeah.
the Sugar Hill Gang,
Right.
some of the Jimmy Spicers, the Super Rhymes, listen to all these records and
Mm-hmm.
eventually Run DMC, Mantronics, Egyptian Lover,
Oh yeah.
people I grew up in the Bay, the Calvin T's, the Two
Yep.
Shorts, the
Yep.
Spice Ones, all them is coming at that time too. So we trying to be like them, and
Yeah.
really, the birth of hip hop from the Bronx, with the KRS Ones and the MC Shans and DJ Cash Money.
Yeah.
Before hip hop hit the Bay Area, I was already gravitating towards those artists because that was the only hip hop we had at the time. Hip hop
That's right.
wasn't birthed in the Bay Area until Too Short came and the
Yeah.
Calvin T's, what I'm talking about. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
was already gravitating towards that because I was a B-boy and I was in the Electric Robots, a group that we had back in the days, going to the talent shows. You know what I mean? The guy coming around with the horn, warning, warning. It's going to be a talent show. It's specialized
Yeah.
in different groups, and we wanted to be a part of that movement. So we did
Oh,
the
dope.
roboting and the strutting, and then we ended up being breakers and b-boys, and then we graduated to the hip hop. So I was already like a real kind of seasoned DJ by the time I
Yeah.
got to meeting Master P. You feel me?
There you go. Yes, sir. That's what I was
Yeah.
about to ask. Like, okay, so obviously once you guys met Master P, how did that go down? Because obviously he's not from that area. He moved there.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
yeah, and then so how did that situation go down when you finally met Master P?
Yeah, like I say, so another one of my HTP members, DJ Saint, HTP
Okay.
consisted of Chili D, he was the main MC, E Baby, he was the
Okay.
MC also, and DJ Saint. He was kind of
Okay.
like slash producer. We didn't know we was producers, we just was DJs.
Yeah.
So he we always going out fishing for records, going to T's and Y Uzis, Leopolds, Tower Records. You know, we always fishing for music. So next thing you know, Master P opened up this record store,
Yeah.
and I had kind of got a good job. I'm still DJing, but my homeboy Von, you know, he running around. He said, "Man, this dude got this record store, and you know, he rap. And he's
Yeah.
like, he looking for a DJ." And so I'm like, "Okay, word." And then he a DJ too, so but I had a little bit more confidence in him. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So went down to the record store, and then the chemistry just hit right away. I mean, we just started saying what we wanted to do, and then we just started clicking. And it wasn't even like maybe a week later we started cooking up some music.
Oh,
You know
wow.
what I mean?
Man, that's fast. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, when you
yeah. So
usually
was that?
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
So, okay, so then Master P and you guys connect. During that time, because the reason why we're obviously bringing it up, because obviously they Master P Percy Miller has decided to leave y'all out of, I guess, his history books. And
Right,
obviously that ain't right, that ain't cool. Even through the BET history portion of No Limit and how they came up, they even said, oh, Master P started No Limit and with a bunch of guys from the city, local guys. They didn't even
right.
mention any of the guys'
Exactly,
names.
exactly.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah,
So
that made me
okay,
feel some
boom.
type of way too.
Talk about it. Let's go. Let's talk about it, because obviously there's history
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
So
I mean,
hmm
now
okay,
go ahead and
so
ask your
you got
question.
yeah, I was gonna ask you a question. So okay, so when you guys kicked it off, you guys were the original TRU,
Exactly. Yeah.
the
We
real
we the original
Untouchables.
TRU. Yep. Yep.
hmm And
Yep. So what
that
happened
original.
was,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, so you know, like I was saying, prior to the Real Untouchables, me and Master P made a tape called What's the Deal? You know,
Okay.
after Von hooked me up with him, he had came from New Orleans with one track. It was called Master P's Rolling. And
Okay.
so he took me to his little spot where they was making little beats and they had like a little studio. And I was like, you know, this is cool. I didn't tell him it right away. I just tried to roll with it. We made a song called "Why You Do What You Do." Believe it or not, it was like a slow song, like an R&B song. We made a song
Okay.
called "What's the Deal," which was the title track, and then we made a song called "No Limit." That was more,
All
a
right.
little bit more banging, you know, a little bit more street. And so while
Sure.
all this is happening, I'm like, this dude, I knew K. Lou. So I mean, my partner I was working with took me to K. Lou's spot because he knew I was into music. This was like maybe a year or two prior to me meeting Master P. So
Okay.
I was impressed with his studio, and then you know, here I go, I meet Master P on a flute, and he's doing what he do, and I'm like, I'm admiring what he's doing because he like tinkering with it. But I'm like I said, I was
Yeah.
more seasoned with my DJing and this and that. Then I knew K. Lou, and then I'm like, man, I know this guy with a dope studio. We went over there. We finished up No Limit track, and then we did What's the Deal. Like I said, he came
Yeah.
with Masterpiece Rolling, and then we did that Why You Do What You Do. And then we started,
Okay.
dudes was hanging around the store. Big O, my homeboy
Yep.
Chili D, Magic Mark, Chill, different people. So we trying to be like NWA at the time. So we put a group together. That's when I brought my
Okay.
homeboy Chili D in it, and that's when we created the Untouchable organically. Me and Master P. Like I said, we were
Wow.
trying to be like Run DMC. Initially, me and Master P was trying to be like Eric B. and Rakim, Run DMC. Was a rapper and a DJ. You
Yeah.
know, Silk the Shocker. None of them cats was around. C Murder. None of them
Okay.
dudes.
None of
It
them.
just, you know, it was a rapper and a DJ. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
we doing interviews. We doing shows at you know Slo-Be.
hmm
You know, we did a show at the CMC Music Fact. CMC. It was like a little low budget music station that was in the Bay Area. You know, we was doing little shows just
Yeah.
as me and Master P with the What's the Deal project. Then, like I said,
Okay.
we did the Untouchable project. We went to K.
Uh-huh.
Lou's. and it started being a little bit more professional. You know, Master P had
Yeah.
never really been around a studio like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so, yeah, the first track we did was "Mind of a Psychopath." You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay,
And,
okay, okay.
and then it just started rolling from there. We did "Life Ain't Nothing But Bitches and Money." We did "I'm
Okay.
Dealing Keys." You know, I'm all over those tracks with the scratching. If you hear me, you know what I'm saying? DJ
Yeah.
GM Grandmaster Scratch. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So our formula was like Master P would rap, and I'm talking with the record. You feel me? So that was like
Yeah.
the formula.
What
And
what
then
what
with
year?
Kate,
So what year did that group, the TRU, the original TRU, Big O, Master P, and the Mothers, what year was that?
that was '89. That was
89.
'89.
Damn,
That was '89. That was in the very, very beginning.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
'88, '89. You know what I'm saying? So I
Okay.
graduated in '86. I'm
Wow.
DJing all the parties at my school. I'm already
Yeah.
like a seasoned DJ, you know what I mean? So,
Right. So you
and
already
then
knew
once
what's
I
up.
graduated, yeah, I knew what was up. That's why when you listen to those tracks, you know, I was on them tracks. You feel me? With them heavy scratches and all the samples that I came up with.
Yeah.
It was moving good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Do
So
you
what
still have
happened
those
was,
songs?
oh word, yeah, I got them on vinyl and I got them on tape.
Wow,
The original
man,
copies.
that's
Yep.
crazy. And it says TRU on there.
Yeah. Yes,
Damn.
sir. Yes,
I
sir.
gotta listen to those,
Yeah.
man. You gotta send me something, man, because I gotta listen to them.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got some of that shit queued up right here in my studio.
Okay,
Yeah.
dope, man,
Yeah.
dope. Okay, so go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah.
You were gonna keep talking about you were explaining that about what were you talking about?
No, no, I was just saying, as far as the story went by, as far as as with the Untouchables, and I was trying to take it to the next level. I was
Yeah,
trying to be executive in No Limit. You know what I mean? Like
sure.
when I seen the charisma and the ambition that Master P had, I was like trying to be a part of No Limit. You know, he already had the name, he had the logo. We putting the
Yep.
tapes together. You know, we taking a picture of our picture like people do with digital, and we
Yeah.
taking a picture of the font, and we making inserts for our CD, our tapes. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean, CDs wasn't even born then. So I mean,
Nope.
it was like so entrepreneurial, and I'm like, already a DJ making a little bit of money. Like I didn't really get into DJ to making money. I just love music, and then it just
Yeah.
magically came with that. You know what I mean? So here we are getting our tapes, and it's like I was liking that little movement, even though it looked tacky, and a lot of the people that was around my way, they were saying that he was a bootsy rapper. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
some brawl. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Saying like you know. I can't even think of none of the lines right now, but it's just like it was weird to us, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
thought it was whack. We thought it was whack, but I was saying to myself, at least we got product out there, you know what I mean?
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, so that's what was dope about it, you know what I mean? So
Of course.
yeah, we just kept just trying to make it happen, and that's what I like about Master P because he just kept it moving. But like I say, I'm kind of losing track a little bit, but when we got
No,
on
you're
the
fine.
untouchable shit, we trying to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
We got these contracts. Like I said, I'm trying to be
Okay.
a general, and the other
Yeah.
guys are soldiers. Me and Master P look like we the executives, but I'm not
Yeah.
knowing. He got the fictitious business name, and he owns all the names. You know what I mean? So I'm
Oh,
looking like I'm a part of it. So I came with a contract. I invested a little bit of money. We had our
yeah.
witnesses. I still got the contract to this day. And so
Wow.
when we get the untouchables and we trying to assemble them, we come with another contract. And I think I really motivated Master P to start dealing with contracts, even though he went to the University of Houston. He took business classes, but I was
Sure.
savvy too because my dad was a musician. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
I learned a lot from him. And he's like, if you're gonna mess with him, get a contract. I learned that
Yep.
from my father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I put that in effect. Like I said, I got it to this day. You know, I
Okay.
didn't get a lawyer, blah, blah, blah. So I was already thinking I was a part of No Limit. They got the No Limit stamp on the paperwork. You feel me?
Wow. Yeah.
So I really thought it
That's
was
history.
official. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we get down with the Untouchables. We trying to sign a little contract with all the little cats. And one of my main homeboys, Chili D, him and Master P used to clash a lot. You know what I mean? Like my homeboy would come over raps, he'd be like, Funk, what do I do? Get on the telly and call up my crew. And then Master P is like, what is funk? You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't understand what that meant. And he always
Yeah.
try to change our words. You know what I mean? It's
Wow.
like we from the Bay, we got our own slang. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
E40 with the slang was like we already had our own style with
Right.
HTP trying to be different. And you know,
Yeah.
that's what another thing I like about Master P. When we in the studio, we come up with Mind of a Psychopath, but who it is? The Ghetto Boys, they got a song called Mind of a Lunatic. And you know, he
Yep.
got
Yep.
played like a piano by King T, and he coming up with play like a saxophone. I mean, you can't bite people's music that blatantly. You got to
Yeah.
do it a little more clever. You know, take the
Right.
samples, take the cadence a little bit, change it a little bit. You just can't. And see, we try to be like all the greats. You know what I mean? The Joe
Yeah.
Coolies, the fucking Egyptian lovers, all the people. You know,
Yeah.
we want to be original. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
that was another issue. So then when we try to sign the contracts and it went all bad, with my homeboy Chili D and P kind of clashing, it was kind of like Suge Knight or Don King handing you a blank contract type of shit. And
Oh,
I'm
what?
realizing, yeah, I'm realizing it ain't cool, but you know, I think we could have took it a little more slower, you know what I mean? Like said we're gonna take it
Yeah.
to our lawyers and try to, you know, play chess instead of just letting it. So my homeboy basically said, fuck this shit. It all got disassembled. And this
Yeah.
nigga, I lived in an apartment, was upstairs on the balcony, and he gonna go down, he gonna try to draw down like he try to lift his shirt up. You know what I mean?
What? Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
that's where it
crazy.
came to an end. It was like a surreal moment to me because I had put so much energy into the project, but not knowing
Yeah.
we from Richmond, we got guns too. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
we don't want to get into this gangster shit. Well, all we want to
Yeah.
do is be hip hop artists and be like Run DMC. But then
Yeah.
you really think about hip hop and all the people that I love, you know, from Jam Master Jay and Scott LaRock, it just goes, you know, Pop Smoke, you know, these guys, Tupac, Big, they all gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And our first little incident started off like that.
Wow. What do you think it was the
But
cause of
not,
it?
you know, not initially with me and Master P. I initially think it was my homeboy Chili D that because he repping the Bay fully. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
You
So
think it
when it
was
got
the what do you think it was? The issue was?
it's just the bravado, you know what I mean? Not realizing that Master P is a leader and we gotta
Yeah.
follow the leader. Like I was fine with that until we assembled a group. And to tell you the truth,
Yeah.
I'll be hating that I kind of brought my homeboy in. I'm just being honest because
Yeah.
you know, I could have took it further, but I know that Master P wasn't always a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Feel me? So I gotta always think about that part too. And like I'm a family guy now, I'm retired, blah, blah, blah. I'm still in the
Yeah.
music. And so I'm glad I didn't get into that shit deeply. I'm gonna
True.
keep it 1,000. There's too
Yeah.
much drama that comes with that shit sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I still got my slinging slabs. I do my little businesses. I DJ, and that's good.
Yeah.
You know, I got a grandson
Right.
now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, for real. Hey,
it
tell
ain't.
it, hey, for real, man. You got to keep it going for him.
Yeah, look
You
at all the
know?
shit P Diddy going through right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 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 But man, but
So
so okay, so you think from 89 to how long do you think that TRU, the original TRU, was a group?
it was from like '89 to like '90, almost leading into '91.
Wow.
Yep.
So that's
And it
that's a
and it
that's
was
a quick
fun. It
minute,
was
man.
Yeah, it was a quick minute. It was a quick minute. But
Yeah.
it was a fun time though. It was a fun time, but it was like it was grooming Master P to keep going to K-Luz and go back. try to go make a video. You know what I mean? So when we broke up, it wasn't even like maybe a month later, I seen a whole another group of untouchables. And that's
Yeah.
when Silk the Shocker started making his way out here. And that's when Master P started getting more seasoned. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
started barely taking flight, but he was making it, you know. And then when he came out with that the na or
Make him say,
say how you do that there, you know what I mean?
yeah.
That MC
Yeah.
Bleed track that he stole from MC, he took the track from
Yeah.
MC Bleed basically,
Yeah.
but that was
Yeah.
a dope track. And then I was like looking at it, me being in the workforce. Like I said, I work for 35. I'm retired. I get a pension now, so I'm an OG for real. Like I
Yeah.
mean, like a lot of these rappers, they don't got pensions and shit. So I thank God for
No.
my whole journey. You know what I mean? So I don't
Yeah.
got no regrets. You
For
know what I
sure.
mean? It's
For
a lot
sure.
of sad stories. A lot of sad stories. Like, yep. So yeah, I'm still trying to cook it up. I got my son, the Don Roddy. You know what I mean? He an artist, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm gonna pitch him out there. We got the Muse-Art. We showcase artists that, you know,
Yeah.
draw artwork, and then we showcase artists that, you know, rap, sing, you know what I mean, the whole nine. We got that movement going on before. We had 4
Yeah.
gigs, so we still doing that. I got my Slangin' Slabs barbecue. Check me out on Instagram. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm still cooking it up. DJ Grandmaster Scratch. You feel me? I'm still doing it.
Still doing things to this day, 2024. I just
That's
found it
right.
interesting that I don't know why um Percy Miller or Master P would want to keep you guys out of the history books, man. Because like Big O
I
said, because
know.
I interviewed Big O too. But I mean, what was the
Word.
driving factor for him to not even? Because what would have hurt? You know what I mean? It just would have made
I
the
know.
legacy even deeper. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was just so happy that he put me in the biopic. And when you look
Mm-hmm.
close, I got the untouchable hat on, and that's my
Yeah, I see
shot.
that
And then he gave me a couple other like 6 shots, but they didn't want to say my name, maybe because that'll
in the
lead to
BET.
more shit for Grandmaster Scratch or whatever. But I was happy just to be a part of it. I don't know, but you know the fact that he say the mind of a psychopath in the first project, as far as the Untouchables, I
Yeah,
appreciate that. But him
yeah,
leaving that What's the Deal project out, and people be wanting to get copies of that. I feel it's like having a copy of the first Tupac tape. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Even though I
yeah.
don't think Master P was on a Tupac level as far as skill wise, you know what I mean? But entrepreneurial and
Nah,
businessman, yes. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
that's why I really value that tape. And that's why a lot of these shots that y'all seeing is coming from that first tape. When you see some of my
Okay.
documentaries, or I mean, some of my podcasts, all them pictures
Yeah,
coming from that What's the Deal tape. I had the Chicago bullshit on. We did a photo shoot. We had
yeah.
our own
I
photographer. You
saw,
know, we had a manager back then. I mean, it was
man,
like we was real professional with it. You know what I mean?
man.
That was Master P orchestrating it, and I was just like the second hand man. You know what I mean? It was before King George, before all of them. Like Big O said, Big O was more the cat that was around the way. I lived a little, you know,
Yeah,
up in Hilltop, you know, not too far, but like I said, I was working and had a career type of job. So I was like loving hip hop, but I was like trying to
yeah.
juggle both. And I'm
There you
glad
go.
I chose the job over the hip hop shit. Tell you the truth too, you
Hell
know,
yeah.
because that shit comes and goes. You know what I mean? It's like I don't even think Master P to say the truth financially, but I mean it is what it is. Everybody's selling their
Yeah,
publishing. He's trying to piggyback off the rap snacks with Snoop and all that
yeah,
shit. It's kind of like it's kind of sad to tell you the truth, though.
yeah,
I still
yeah,
admire Master P. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
yeah.
just being
I mean,
real with it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Because when you go look at um the BET show, they don't really touch much about the Bay Area and what he did. They do, say that he did some shows and whatnot, but they don't really go in depth, man. And from
Right.
what I'm a local, so you know what I'm saying. Obviously, are you still in the Bay Area too or not?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, yeah. See, so
Can you hear me?
knowing, yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you, but knowing what you saw with Master P, there's a reason not to talk about it. You know what I mean? Because
Right, right.
that's a big deal. That's a
Yeah, yeah.
big
You know
deal.
what it is? It's like when you get successful, your ego take over. I learned this shit from Mike
Right.
Tyson, and
Yeah.
a lot of people that I admire, it's like your ego take over. So you want to act like you did it by yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you can't control it because you just got all this bravado, but it's still fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
But
tell a whole story. Tell a whole story. You already made it.
yeah. And what's the problem? But because
Exactly.
you even got pictures like on your Instagram page. You even got pictures of
Word.
you and Master P right next to each other, like in a promotional card. You know what I mean? Where you guys are kind of looking, and I was amazed by
Exactly.
that, bro. That's a
Exactly.
huge history piece right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And even with
And you just try to leave it out.
yeah, that's crazy, man. So I would suggest, you doing some little videography stuff and put it up on YouTube and stuff because people will start watching that. You know what I mean? They'll definitely
That's a
watch.
good suggestion. I'm glad you said that, yo.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
probably will pursue that because I want it to be known. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Even with the contract and the whole shit. Like I had a little lawyer,
Uh huh.
he tried to like string me on type of shit where, he didn't want to do it pro bono. So I'm like, nah, I ain't fucking with
Yeah,
you like that. I'd rather
yeah.
investigate and do it on my own. But I think I got a case though.
There you
You know
go.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Seriously,
If
because
you
I
still got
mean,
that contract, man, that's binding. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it
That's
is.
that's definitely binding, man, and that's dope that actually you kept it because a lot of people would have just been like, "Oh, forget it, it's lost cause." You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, I'm an archiver. Like, I collect so much vinyl and all my
Yeah.
hip hop shit. You know what I mean? I don't really get rid of that stuff. I got tickets from the Fresh Fest from back in
Wow,
the days. I
that's
got the
crazy.
Up and Smoke. I got the Up and Smoke tickets. All the
Damn.
shows I done been to, and you don't
Yeah.
even get tickets.
It's all digital, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's a collector's item now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Do
yeah,
you
it's like some shit. Yeah,
have you heard or looked up on YouTube the music that you guys made together? Is it even out?
yeah, it's on there, and my name ain't nowhere to be seen, yo. And
What?
I was executive producer on the Untouchable project.
Wow,
And all
that's
you see is these other people's names on there. It's crazy.
that
And it's
is,
starting to
man.
get a little bit of views too. But like I
Really?
said, God gonna bless me. Yeah, God gonna
Yeah.
bless me. But yeah, it's crazy, y'all. That shit
That's
is all
facts, though.
over YouTube.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
Okay. Well,
archived.
I
It's
got a peep.
archived.
Hey, but I can help you put all that other stuff out on YouTube too, man. That's not a problem, bro. We'll talk after this. But yeah, I can always help
Yeah.
put the pictures and all that on the music and all that and get you out there too because you
Right.
should all that stuff should be heard. You know what I mean? You shouldn't
Yeah,
don't
I
sleep don't
appreciate that, man. Cause I
yeah
gotta.
yeah don't
Yeah,
sleep
my
on it.
kids be telling me the same thing, but you know how this digital shit is. I
Yeah
try to keep up with it, but yeah, I
yeah.
need a little bit of help with that shit.
Oh, I mean, I got you covered, bro. I do that all the time, everywhere in the Bay Area, man. So it's all good. It's all love.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yep, yep. And then, but then, okay, so from '89 to '91, and then did he after you guys ended up going your separate ways? It was because he tried to draw down on you, like you said, did his own thing.
Yeah, yeah. He just like I said, once he
Huh?
try to pull that strap, it was like really no going back because that was like too much disrespect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
For me and my little crew, because my whole little crew was there. That's why I think he felt a little bit intimidated. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It was like me and him and the Untouchables over here. Like we looked like we was executive, but it's just like
yeah,
maybe we should have had another meeting place to make it more calm because it was at my little bachelor pad that I had over there at Hilltop. You know what I
oh,
mean?
okay,
And
okay,
he lived over there. He lived over there too. But I had been there maybe a year before he moved over there. But was Trip one story like they was living in the back of that No Limit record store,
Yeah.
and so we was gonna do a show in Vallejo. So I go to his crib, right not too far from me, in White Cliff and
Yeah.
Hilltop. We go do the show. And a couple of days later, like at the end of the week, I'll go over there for something, and his whole apartment is empty. Ain't nobody
Damn.
living there no more. Like it's like it seemed like I knocked on the wrong door. But what it was
Really?
that he was kind of like a gypsy. He would move out at the end of the night. That's when he moved to the record store, and that's when he had Romeo. He was a little baby then, but they was living in the back of the record store then. And
Wow.
he didn't announce this shit. Like who go announce some shit like that? But I go down there trying to find them. Then I start peeping out that they in the back, kind of
Mm,
shacked up type of shit. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I grew up
Yeah.
more like, middle class type of shit. So I admired the fact that he sacrificed like that. You know what I mean? Like ditched his
Yeah.
place or whatever, kept his credit cool, kept his store, kept grinding. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's a real grinder. You know what I mean? He didn't really
Right
let
there.
that shit break his spirit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
they
that
even
that's
say,
real shit. That's real
yeah,
shit.
they mentioned that in the BET story too. So that I guess you could say is facts. But you did mention that he was into copycatting. I mean, a lot of artists do nowadays. They copycat styles and artwork and all that. But you said with his trying to copy the names of the songs and try to rap
Right.
about the same stuff, came the fact that he took the Ice Cream Man and ran with it from the Loonies and all them. Um, and then you just kept it going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did.
With, with
Yeah, he
just
did. Yeah, he did.
yeah, yeah, and that made him,
He got
a
the
big target.
tattoo. He got the
Yeah,
chain.
yep,
Knowing
yep,
damn well Yuck Mouth and them made that shit up and Chris Hicks now. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's crazy,
But
man.
I don't know. I don't know. He a serious biter. Like he bite, he hold on like a Rottweiler or a pit bull. Like he gonna say he made that shit up. Like
Yeah,
nigga, you
that's
didn't make that
crazy.
shit up.
Yeah,
And
that's
see,
crazy, man.
what's so crazy, because that's why like Yuck and all them got to go back because the Bay Area is pigeonholed in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So when all these Southern people hear it, they do think he made it up. They don't know about the original shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So yeah, I hate that about the Bay Area though, but we still getting ours, you know what I mean? But we always got that little stigma, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is, you
yeah,
know what I mean? But I wish we could be more brotherly, you know what I mean, and
yeah.
help each other out type of shit. But yeah,
It'll,
that's crazy how he just, man,
how he did that.
that
I just
boy
had to
roll
bring
with
it up.
the ice cream.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had to
you
bring
had
it
to
up.
bring that. You had to bring that up. Yeah, you got to bring that up. And then he made the song. Like I barely even
Mm-hmm.
heard that song that much, but like he even made the song. He got the tattoo. He got the chain. He rolled with it because he knew it was such a brilliant concept. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And then they did it in Fridays, with Big Worm, Big Perm. You know what I mean? But it
yeah.
started in the Bay. It started in the
It
Bay.
did.
They take all our
Original.
shit, like Jazzy Fade, try to be like E40, still in the
Yep,
slang, still in the look. You know what I mean? They all try to emulate our shit. That's why I say we
yep,
laced up. I literally laced up Master P shoes and sent him on his way. You feel me?
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? He did what he did, but he got laced up in Richmond. You know,
Right.
no
Yep,
question, no question.
yep.
Fucking
Yeah,
right.
it's still a trip that in that BET background story, it shows that he went to Richmond, California, tried to escape whatever was going on in his life to actually hit a brick wall and enter something even worse at
Right.
Richmond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, but it's like I said, I'm glad that we're able to sit down and talk about that history, man, because it should not be held behind or covered up. You know what I mean? Because you and Master P hold something dear. Even whatever you guys made, man, and those pictures need to come up and surface up, and people need to see those. You know what I'm saying? For those that want to look at the pictures, what's your Instagram?
Yeah, the Instagram is DJ Grandmaster Scratch. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
Real simple.
I found
Go
you
to
too.
Instagram, go to that Slang and Slabs Barbecue Instagram, go to that
Yeah.
Muzart,
Yeah.
Muzart. You
Okay.
know what I mean? For our little showcases. And then
Yeah.
my son, the Don Roddy, he got the SoundCloud. I got the
Okay.
Grandmaster Scratch SoundCloud also. You know what I mean? With
Dope.
all my little mixtapes on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
You still listen to a lot of the Bay Area music or what?
I can't hear you. What you say?
I said you still listen to some Bay Area music?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I always
Yeah.
try to stay current. You know, I'll be
Yeah.
bumping that La Russell.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I try to stay in the loop, but that's one of the
Yeah.
names I can name right now. But
Yeah. It's all good. It's
yeah,
all good.
I fuck with the
It's
Richie
still
Rich.
it's still
I
dope.
fuck with all the greats. Yeah,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
yeah.
Um, do you think at there will ever be a time that you and Percy might ever meet again and just be like chop it up and have each other over and get some barbecue or something?
I hope so, man. I hope so
Yeah.
because like I said, it wasn't really no animosity. It was just one of
Yeah.
my little group members that I brought in. Otherwise, I probably still would have been rolling with him because
Yeah.
I was just a soldier, like trying to be a general, but it wasn't really no bad blood between him. So I could see us meeting and chopping it up, you know what I mean, reminiscing about
Yeah.
that contract, but it ain't even really about the money, you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
about the fact that I helped get it started and just
Yeah.
the acknowledgement of it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I'm
Yeah.
already doing cool. I'm good. Like you know, all that money it don't really mean shit. You know what I mean? Like you got to be happy within your mind. You know what I mean?
There you
And
go.
what you got in your inner circle. All the money it ain't gonna really make you really happy. It's just
Yeah.
a facade. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, I would love to chop it up with Master P, reminisce on old times. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And let's leave it at that. I mean, my son, believe it or not, you know, my son is kind of like, you know, kind of entitled kid. And then me being with Master P, he thinks that I'm supposed to open up all these magical doors and, you know, make this shit happen. That's how much of an impact that dude got. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. I
And
mean, it
that's
means a lot.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
it do. It's
he
just
it,
the
it
sensationalism, you know, he
yeah,
accomplished a lot. You know, I'm not gonna take that
he,
away from him, you know.
he did.
But
And
yeah.
even Snoop Dogg even talks highly about the man, like he's the one that turned him
Oh
into a
yeah.
real man, like
How he
told him
got him
how to
off
get money.
death row?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got him on the road, and that was like one of the biggest
No, he's
moves
a
to
smart guy, man. He's a smart
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, it's dope, man. It's dope that
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah,
it came
nah, I
from,
mean,
you know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
good to
nah.
see that it actually came and originated from the Bay Area. You know what I mean? Because obviously we know what
Yeah,
Master
it
P
is.
did with the No Limit, and the West Coast Bad Boy compilations, and all the stuff that he did with the Ghettos Trying to Kill Me, and then putting out all his artists out that
Yeah. The West
started from
Coast
out.
Bad Boys.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Mr.
A lot of
Irvon.
classics.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of classics. No, I ain't taking nothing away from him.
even
I ain't
even
taking
Little
nothing away
Rick.
from him.
I'm trying to get Little Rick on the
Exactly.
platform too, because Little Rick got a lot of history with him too. You know.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, we was on the podcast together,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the other earlier members. You know, we had like a little round table, so that was
Okay.
cool on another little podcast. So, and
Yeah.
some of these guys I didn't even never really meet because, like I say, with us being the first wave with Master P, I mean, with Kalu having a studio at his mother's house,
Yeah.
and the next thing you know, Kalu had another studio off of Barrett. And me and my once we got this assembled with Master P, me and my ACP crew went there and had like a little upstairs where the engineer part was at. They had like a booth downstairs. It was a dope little studio, and like Lil Rick and some of them dudes was at that studio. They never went to K. Lou's mother's house to record.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, in the garage. That's where we really started out at.
Yep.
And then he ended up being at the spot he at now in El Sobrani, and my son be going over there recording. So
Oh,
we
see that.
still got a
Oh,
connection with K. Lou. So,
there you go. Yeah,
but
Kayla's.
yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of good history. Like I said, he touched a lot of people out in Richmond and the Bay Area, but you see how he slowly made his way back to New Orleans
Yep.
and started, because I think he did a little dirt out here, not to really get all into that, but
Yeah. Yeah. He did
it's
his
a
thing.
reason. It's a reason. Yeah, it's a reason why he really don't come back to the Bay too much. So
Oh, is there?
I ain't even going. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
even want
We
to elaborate on that, but
Nah,
yeah,
nah. Oh, good. You don't have to. But I mean, like I said, there is history there, and I'm thankful that you got to sit down with me and discuss it because it's intriguing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
How something like that started, the
yeah,
no
it
label
is.
thing, and then all of a sudden you see it blow up and be worldwide where everybody loved it.
Yeah, it just grew organically, man.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
dude never had a regular job. You know what I mean? That's why
Yeah.
when people ask me, do I think he was gonna make it? I'm like, shit. All he had to do was dream and just grind. But he went
Of
through ups and downs. But like, that's what you got to do to make it. You know what I mean? You
course.
got to sacrifice. You got
Yep.
to sacrifice, and you got
Yeah.
to have that persistence. He
Yeah.
always had that persistence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He always had it. Like even with the basketball, like I was a hooper, and then we'd go to a little school handing out our flyers with the what's the deal tape, and
Yeah.
dudes would be out there balling, and I'm like, I ain't trying to ball with these little youngsters, but he'll hop in the game and he's
Really?
trying to dunk on fools, and you know what I mean. He still had that spunk in him. He was a little younger than me, but you see
He
how
would
he
get
kind
in.
of took his basketball career to another level and getting on the NBA and all that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know that about Master P until I watched that BET award, the story, and I didn't know that he actually went to through high school and college and played real ball out there.
yep,
I didn't know that. And
yeah. That's
supposedly
why.
he.
That's how he got the scholarship because to learn about business because he got a
Hmm.
scholarship to go to the University of Houston or whatever.
Yeah.
So he had a
Yes.
little bit more game on us before he came down here. Like people look at him like this country dude, blah blah blah, but like he was educated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he yeah he came with the
I
he
heard the
had his
people
little
were shocked.
swag with his little girlfriends.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. People saw that no one really wore the gold fronts. You know what I'm saying? Like before, like that in the Bay
Right.
Area. You know what I mean? That they wouldn't have it like that. No
Nah.
permanence.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. They
So
used to have a little Louis Vuitton. He had a little jacket with the Louis Vuitton stitch that he had a
yeah.
little custom made. He had like a little MasterCard. I got some pictures from the early days where he had the MasterCard, but it was like Master P. I thought that was pretty dope too
Yeah.
to even think of
Yeah. I
that.
think
You
those.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was dope. But yeah, he was a creative cat, man. He was a creative cat. Even like me being a DJ, coming up with some of the production, I always try to match tempos, and
Yeah.
we made a couple songs. He would take like the Isaac Hayes intro, even though it wouldn't match. But like when you get in the studio, you can tweak the tempos different. But I
Yeah.
was just getting introduced to that too. But I was like, man, this shit don't match. He'll take that, and I'll take Rick James, Cold
Yeah.
Blooded. He's making
Yeah.
Life Ain't Nothing But Bitches and Money. Then I take the NWA sample, Life Ain't Nothing But Bitches and Money, and I chop that up. And it wasn't
Yeah.
even on MPC. I would just do it with the turntables, and then we put that song together like that. So I like that movement too, for as far as him coming up with a little bit of samples, and I come up with the rest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then we
Yeah.
would do that song, and we just move on to the next song.
Okay.
It wasn't like we spent a lot of time on it. We just come up with something and
And
try
keep
to
it
keep
moving.
thinking of it. Yeah, keep it moving. Yeah, yeah, that was
Uh,
fun too. Yeah.
I bet, man. Well, I hate to cut the interview short. It's just I have to jump into something real quick. But DJ
No, it's all
Grandmaster
good.
Scratch, um, I want to say thank you, bro. Seriously, because like I said, I'm grateful that we met, and you were able to jump on and meet me and talk about this and discuss it. You feel me? Because the world needs to
Yeah,
know. The world definitely needs to know. I also want to extend
most
my
definitely.
my help towards you. Once we get off this, I'll hit you up on text and all that, and we can kind of figure out how to get
Okay.
that the rest of the music out there. You know what I mean? Because I would love for the world
Yeah,
to listen to that and see the pictures and get to know you. You know what I mean? As an artist,
most definitely. Most definitely. I appreciate your platform, man. And
for sure.
I definitely want to get it out there, and your little help can help me out. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah, got you,
Yeah.
man. All right, man. Well, hey, you have a good night, bro, and we'll
Yeah.
keep it moving. You feel me?
Yeah. Thanks a
All
lot,
right,
man.
man.
Have a good night, man. Be safe out there.
I sure will, man. You too.